Good day, viewers. Welcome back to Dallas Auto Diag. I'm sitting inside a 2016 Honda Civic. A little history about the vehicle. It's a flood, and we had a problem on this Civic. All the lights were on. All the fault messages would pop on the dashboard, just like right now. I came and called a bad steering angle sensor, and the issue with this vehicle, there's two locations for the steering angle sensor. One with the electric power steering, and the other one is behind the clock spring. That's what the dealer told us, and I looked up my service information, all data. I couldn't find a clear location for it. So we did order a new electric power steering. They installed it. I came, I calibrated the steering angle sensor. It went through. Calibrated the all the other stuff that needed to be calibrated to turn this light off. I forgot, it was I think a week or 10 days ago. Now as I said in the beginning, the customer called me and said all the lights came back after we drove it a little bit. I'm here today, and I did a full scan to the vehicle, and I noticed those codes. We have two codes in the engine that makes the check engine light come on. The ABS, now I told the owner you have three main issues. The check engine light is an issue, the airbag is an issue, and all the rest are related. The steering light, the ABS, the brake, the ACC, the lane departure messages and lights. So when we come here, we see that there is a code in the ABS module. It says U0401 ECM failure, which is the subject of this video. So I assume you have this code. That's why you're watching this video. Okay, let's see what else we have. The airbag, we're not interested in this. Windows, HVAC, seat. Now the electric power steering message comes because we have a VSA system malfunction. The electric power steering is upset because the ABS is upset. Again, radar and ADAS systems are upset because VSA brake actuator malfunction. So both of these are upset because we have this code in the ABS module. Now let's go and read more about this code. I'm using all data for service information, and when I punch in the code, or when I go to the code right there, navigate to it, -68, that's what we have. It says DTC. If we have this problem verification, we did verify it. It's not intermittent because I told them to delete all the codes and drive the car, and they did do that, so it's verified. They this shop kind of far from me, so sometimes I tell them things to do in the phone before I come over there. I don't want to come for an intermittent issue. That's why I tell them to drive the car, make sure it passes inspection after any repair I do, especially with these flood vehicles. So it says, if basically this code says, if you have this code in the ABS module, that could be caused by any other codes, DTCs, in the engine control module, which is interesting actually to know. I didn't know that before. This is my first time knowing this. So I tell you PCM check, and no good PCM. Actually, it says before you troubleshoot, review the general troubleshoot information. VSA will set this DTC if any PGM-FI, which is the PCM system DTCs exist. In our case, yes, it does. We have two codes. So clear, we did that. Intermittent, no it's not. DTCs, so you tell you go fix your check engine light, and after it's been repaired, return to VSA with the ABS and clear the codes. Okay, so it says if the codes doesn't fix in your PCM, replace it. That's the last thing. So again, I know you guys are here because this code, and you might not have those two codes specifically. We're gonna be troubleshooting P0010 and P0480. I don't know how many minutes it will take us to diagnose each of them, and it might be a two parts video. But if you're here for this, then you have to go to your engine control module and make sure you solve these codes before you judge anything here. I would say let's deal with the radiator fan control system malfunction, P0480. This is the diagram for the cooling fan, and there is a flow chart. Basically, I didn't read all of it, but I saw that first thing we're going to check is visual inspection of the shroud, fan shroud, see if there's any obstacle preventing the fan from moving freely. The second, or number 3, is fuse check. So instead of going to that fuse check, we're gonna check all the fuses, and we have a total of 5 fuses involved in this system, in this diagram. This is the fuse that we want us to check, but we're gonna check all of them. All right, so this fuse 5, is right here, and it says cooling fan. Let's check it. This fuse is good. The other 2 fuses, 1, 2, and 1, 3, 30 and a 50, are right here. You see this right here. This strip says 1, so 1, 2 is 1, 2, 3. 2 and 3 right here says cooling fan on both of them. Okay, 30 and a 50, which are right here, and we're gonna have to take it out. I think this one, yeah, this one, I believe it is, right? It might be this one. All right, I'll check it out. I think it might be this one, because it's a long one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7. This one has 70, 30, 40. That's not it. This one might be it. 60, 30, 50. 60, 30, 50. And 30, 30. 120, 30, 30. 125, yeah, that might be it. Here's a quick way to check it. This is our guy, the second one, and the third one. See, I'm touching only that one, and the light is on, so these fuses are good, and I can look at them and tell, but sometimes they deceive you. So first thing to do is just to give it a push, see if anything preventing it from moving freely, and it looks good. This is the RFC relay, the cooling fan relay, the big one, and there is an active test here for the fan, radiator fan. Let's cooling fan off 0, on 100%. Manually, yes. 13%. When you click OK, 88. I hear it clicking. That clicking shouldn't be there. Interesting. Look like a solenoid coming on and off. And this is weird. When I disconnect this, oh, first of all, I don't hear it engaging. Second, that clicking should have nothing to do with the radiator fan. Okay, see if there's any other radiator fan testing. No. We have a blue and a brown, and neither has voltage. I am on the ground, and come on, right here, nothing, and here, nothing, which, by the way, should be this one. It says here white or blue. This blue one comes from the relay. What makes sense, that's why the relay is not clicking. Let's see what we have on the relay. The key is on, right? Yes, the key is on. The relay, we have power. Should be power, yeah. So this is the control from the PCM. This is the control from the PCM. This is the power for the load. And control from PCM is not being on. Let's switch to positive. And we here and give a command. Nothing. So let me choose no. What does it say? Okay. We don't have control from PCM for the radiator fan. Let's see what else we can check. Of course, we can check continuity between the PCM, the pin for the radiator fan control relay, which is this one right here, the blue one, A30. Here's the blue one on this little connector, and we're doing ohm check, and we have 1.6. Now my meter is 0.4 off, so this is 1.2 ohm, which is acceptable. Let me read more the flow chart and see what else it wants us to check. We can do it both here. Fan shunt as fused, we checked. Shorter wire, check to power. Shorter to power. Can check well to power, same thing. What else? Very short to power. Jump the, okay. Disconnect following connector PCM, yes. Measure the voltage between test 1 and 2. Test 1 is the and ground, yeah, same thing. I mean, let's try to see if it's shorted to ground. We don't have any voltage. This is the ground, this is the ground, same thing, no voltage. Okay, what else? No, it's not. Open wire circuit, test point, relay 4, number 3 PCM. That's, we just did this. Is there continuity? Yes. Wire is okay, go to step 9. Relay check, test the RF. Relay, okay. Okay, I need to check the relay, but I doubt it, because even here we're not having control. And some circuits, when it detects an open, like we just remove the relay, it might disable the control for that circuit. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna plug it here and back probe here and see if we get any control from the PCM to that relay. Again, I'm activating the relay, and we don't have any ground signal from the PCM. Another test want us to do to disconnect the little connector right here and check continuity between pin 17, the yellow one, and basically this one here, yellow 17, that turns to yellow or pink, which in this case pink. We have a pink right here, and we don't have any continuity, which means, let me move this around, make sure I have a good probe. Actually, I knew it. I suspected my probe would be bad. We have continuity here. We do have continuity. No, fan control wire is not shorted. Go to step 12, open wire. Vehicle off, PCM connector disconnected, this disconnected, unit test. Number 1 and PCM connector A17. A1 to make sure that they are number 1, which is number 1. B1, we did that. Oh, this is with ground. You want us to see if it's not shorted to ground. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that right here. And check voltage. We don't have voltage. Okay. So those two tests are done. Open wire check. We did that. I checked with power, with body. Nothing. Repair, open. Yeah, I cannot replace a relay when I don't have control to it. Sometimes they write them. Makes no sense what they write. Like, at least it should say delete codes. I don't see anything says delete codes. And troubleshoot or substitute a known good PCM. Then recheck goes away. PCM substitute, replace the original PCM. If not, replace the original RFC unit. I really don't like how they write their checks. It's obvious. The PCM on this blue wire is not sending a ground to operate the relay. So the relay sends power through that thick wire, the brown one. At this point, it's the PCM, but before I call the PCM, I'm gonna have to check one more time, powers and grounds. And we have one more code to diagnose. I forgot what it is, but sometimes you'll never know. Sometimes two codes are related. Sometimes diagnosing one code will lead you to solve the other one. So I won't call a PCM without diagnosing the other code. Although somebody might say, you know what, no, it makes no sense to diagnose another code when you have a bad PCM. Yeah, true. I don't know, I'll probably read about the other code and see if it's a component easy to access without need to a lift. Although we have a lift here, but the guy is not here, the mechanic is not here, and I don't want to operate other people's equipment. Stay tuned, but for now, this code, no fan operation, we need a PCM. Thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for the next one. Interesting findings.